So this workout is in two different parts. You're going to need a set of dumbbells and either a Swiss ball or a rag. So the first part, you're actually going to set your timer for 6 rounds of 60 seconds work and 10-second rest. You're going to go through a set like that 3 different times. Each time you have 2 different exercises. So basically the first round you go through, you have 60 seconds work, 10-second rest of 2 different exercises, alternating back and forth, and then you do that twice more, changing the exercises each time. So the first time through, you're going to do a hamstring curl and a backward lunge press. So for the hamstring curl, if you have a Swiss ball, you want to lay on your back, and you put your heels on the Swiss ball, and then you're going to elevate your hips up in the air. So you really have to squeeze your booty and keep your abs tight to do this. And then you're just going to roll that ball in towards your butt. So pulling your heels in. And when you do this, you want to make sure that you keep your hips up nice and high, that as you curl in, you're not just dropping your hips straight down. And then if you don't have a ball, you can easily accomplish the same thing with just a regular old rag. So I would take my rag, put your heels on the rag, lay back on the floor, and do exactly the same thing. So elevate your hips up in the air. You can put your hands on the floor for some support, and you're just going to curl those heels in towards your butt. You're really going to feel those. So that is going to be the first one of 2 exercises for the 6-round set. And the next one, you're going to grab your weight and you're going to do a backwards lunge press. So I'm going to grab it in my left hand, and as I lunge backwards with my left leg, I'm going to press up. So you want to make sure that your body stays nice and tall, that you're not leaning forward. This knee isn't going over my toe. So you're going to go here nice and controlled, and a little soft touchdown with that leg that's going backwards. And then I back into the hamstring curls, and then when the bell goes again, I'm going to switch sides. So I would go onto my right side for the lunge press over here. So you're going to alternate those 2 exercises for 6 rounds. And then you're going to move on to a bent over row push-up and a chest press with a bicycle at the same time. So I'm going to grab both of my weights here. And for the row, you're going to keep your knees soft, bend over, and you're going to pull the weights back. So you really want to feel your shoulder blades pinch together. So you're going to pull here, and then going to squat down to the floor, making sure my back stays nice and flat, but I'm not dropping the weights like this. Jump back out into push-up position. Do a push-up. Jump back up. Again, picking up the weights with your legs, not your back. Standing up and then doing the row again. And if you're a beginner, you can step out into the push-up. Do the push-up here or go down onto your knees. Do the push-up here and then step back in, step up, bend over, and do your row. So that's the first part. And then the second part is going to be a chest press with a bicycle. This is a really cool one. So you want to get on your back, and you're going to do the bicycle move like it would the regular old ab exercise. But when one leg is in, your weights are down, and then as your other leg comes in, you push your weights up. So you're just going to alternate doing a chest press and a bicycle. And with these, you really want to make sure that you're keeping your back nice and flat on the ground, that you aren't arched up. So you really have to suck your abs in to try to keep your back totally flat on the ground. So that's those 6 rounds. And then the final 6 rounds are going to be a jumping jack and a little bit of a modified Russian twist. So jumping jacks, everyone knows these. So you want to make sure you bring your arms all the way up, all the way back down, and really move for the full 60 seconds. And then for the Russian twist, you're going to sit on the ground in kind of a V'd position. So you want to lean back Lift your heels off of the ground. You're gonna have your weight over right next to your hip. So you're gonna grab that weight and you're gonna go 1, touchdown, 2, touchdown, 3. And as you touch down here, I'm actually gonna drop it. I'm gonna flatten out, come back up into a tuck, and grab that weight again. And go 1, 2, 3. Flatten out, come back up. And with the Russian twists, you want to make sure that you're actually twisting your whole body, that you're not just pushing your arms over here, because then you won't feel it at all on your sides. So make sure that you're doing that. And if you need to make them a little bit easier, you can always keep your heels on the ground instead of elevating them off. So that is the first part of the workout. And then the last part is just going to be a really quick little cardio blast. It's 8 rounds of 30 seconds and 30 seconds, or it's really 16 rounds of 30 seconds, same thing. And you're going to alternate between explosive lunges and mountain climbers. So this is going to be really good cardio. So you're just going to jump these bad boys here, do your nice, good explosive lunges for the full 30 seconds. And then when that bell goes, you're going to hop right down into mountain climbers and run those mountain climbers. So with the lunges, of course you want to make sure that your knee isn't going over your toe, and land nice and softly when you come back down from the jump. If you're just starting out, you don't have to do the jump. You can just walk your lunge like this. And then with the mountain climbers, the same thing. You don't have to run the mountain climber, you can step your feet in. And with these, you want to make sure that your back is nice and flat, that you're not up in the air, and that you're not sunk down like this. So nice straight back, holding your abs really tight, and you're going to walk those feet in. Just like that. All right, enjoy it.